Check. Check. Ho ho, and a bottle of rum. How's everybody doing out there this morning? Happy to have you here for another morning edition of Alfonso Investments. Twiller's Place in the house, and my friend Richie Dubs Benson and folks hanging out this morning. How are y'all doing? Twiddler, I got some explaining to do for you, my friend. Good thing it's Friday, December 2nd. It's Yabba Dabba Do time, just about. We're gonna get set to slide down that dinosaur's tail. One working day closer to the weekend. My friends, the fans of Magic the Gathering who love the game as much as we do. Thanks a bunch and a half and a bouquet. Thanks a bouquet to all of you tuning in to watch the show. I really, without you, there is no show. So let's go. Today we're going to check it out. The movers and the shakers list here this morning. Oh yes, Coach is in the house. Hey, Coach, how you doing, brother? Man, having a little bit too much fun here this morning. Gaming Bob stopping by. It sounds like an elevator. Yeah, that's right. Is your elevator going all the way to the top here this morning? A good question to ask the bro here. Sound like it could have a seat at the table, right? Yeah. Morning, everybody. Every people working already this morning. We're happening. So Twids, Mr. Twiddler, I was gonna try to make it over to your game the other night. We ended up doing webcam setup for the two-headed giant attempt at the two-headed giant Brothers War. And I know it was at 8 o'clock, but I missed it. I got distracted, technical difficulties. When's the next? I got to get over to your channel and check out when is the next gameplay that you're doing, because I really should get over there and check it out. There should be some news this morning. Yes, appreciate the open invitation. I will be checking it out. I did get to hit that subscribe button, so I'll be paying close attention to get myself over to the Twiddler's Palace. I get to go sit in the woods all weekend after we wrap up today. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Isn't that a fact, Richie? Oh, super cool. Yeah, it's beginning to be that time of, a little bit of Christmas music, sitting by the fire. It's looking good here. We got some news, we got some stories. Let's check it out for you folks. Let's get our background working here this morning for a little bit of morning magic stocks and morning magic talks. Let's check it out. What do we got? Yes, yes. Give me a second here. Check it out. All right, we got to have some news here this morning. It's Friday. We might just be waiting for the news to drop. We should have a new list from these folks here today. February 27th from the December 1st. All right, here we go. Hot off the press, the weekly winners. Okay, so this wasn't out yesterday, or we'd have covered it here for all you folks. Ah, DJ Longhair, this one's for you. Let's check this out. This seems really interesting. Weekly winners December 1st, 2022 in the interests are flooded with cards from Secret Lair 30th Anniversary, Countdown Kit, and Jumpstart 2022. These cards have hit the market and the prices are trying to settle. So between this heavy shifting in prices, we managed to find some cards that are fun discussing. And we did find cards from several formats to discuss. There it's even is mentioning a Transformer card in this article. All in all, it shaped up to be a pretty fun week. Brotherhood's End. We drafted that in Two-Headed Giant. Okay, so that's on the list. Mycosynth Golem. This is the one that catches my eye right away from 5th on. And Cityscape Leveler. Oh, that's what we played against. No wonder we lost. Oh, that card's making some waves. So let's take a look at what we got. This is by Arjun over at the Stockhouse. Alrighty, let's see here. Just in time for FNM. It's Friday. You know, it's Friday night. It's great. If you hope you're got your deck sleeved up and you're ready to head out to your Friday night game, wherever that may be, whether it's at a store, at a friend's place. Let's have a sip of coffee this morning. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Like in every week, just in time for FNM, I'll now tell you about the cards that will be the talk of the town tonight. Come discuss this week's price movements with us. All right, here we go. Last week, Harvey had an article, a new series called The Over Under. Yes, we did start that. We did read the very first episode of that. If you want to receive emails, just show up here in the morning. If you want to check these, if you don't want to check the card prices, if price tracking is too much for you, let me do it for you. Brothers End. So this thing's up 130%, is a $5 bill now. Brothers End deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. That seems pretty good. All right. Let's go a little farther, see what these guys got to say about it. When this card came out, I think a lot of people immediately realized that the card was a sweeper. In the last formats, cards like Anger of the Gods have had a home in Standard. It sees play in Pioneer and Modern occasionally, so when the Brothers End was spoiled, it was clear that this card may also find a home in perhaps these same formats. It also does 3 damage to all creatures, but also hits planeswalkers. With a 2 red and 1, it costs the same as Anger of the Gods. The thing it does not do is exile creatures that would die. Yeah, that's true. Anger of the Gods is quite quite good that way, the exiling creatures. But you can use it to destroy artifacts as well, giving it some more versatility. That's true. So you got the modes on there, right? Like the commands, those were good. Everybody liked the commands, right? Colgan's command and all of those. So that's pretty nice to have the modes to choose from. Pesky artifacts. It can just be main board artifact removal. Boy, do some formats love a way to get rid of artifacts. In Legacy and Modern, we have a bunch of Urza Saga decks, for instance. So we indeed see the Brothers End show up in some Is It Delver Modern and Legacy decks, but it obviously sees quite some play in Grixis and Rakdos Standard. So mostly going to see this in like two color decks, maybe. Is that what he's saying? Pioneer, we see the card played in Is It Phoenix and Thing in the Ice decks. Yes, Is It Phoenix? Interesting card, keep track of because of its name. It may not be really easy to reprint it in regular expansion sets because of its name, because the Brotherhood's End. Yeah, kind of exclusive to the Brothers' War. Wouldn't you say? All right, let's check it out. What's the next card here? That's a pretty cool hit, pretty cool take on a pretty cool card. What you think? Like it? What's the next one on the list here this morning? The Mycosynth Golem. DJ Longhair was talking about this card. Uh, have a little sip of coffee to play in Commander. Seems pretty good. This is one printing on this card. It's going up. It's still moving up. We saw it on the show. We did. We saw it on the show earlier this week, but it was around $30. We were talking about it. Holy smokes, this thing's made some headways. But yeah, look at this thing here. It's up another 46 points. This 4/5, 11 mana 4/5 with affinity for artifacts. I like it. The part on the card that's just like a uber upside is this part that says artifact creature spells you play have affinity. So it gives all your artifact creature spells affinity. So you could like go off with this turn 0. No. you need some artifacts on the board to get it out. But once it is, it's good times. You can do all kinds of shenanigans, make stuff cost less. Because this rare from Fifth Dawn has not seen a reprint since it was the first one in 2004. Yeah, Fifth Dawn never been reprinted just yet. So this has seen a reprint on the list, which is in fact a little bit cheaper. But the original counterpart that we're looking at here, at the average price, is closer together between $20 and $25. We've been talking these past weekly winners a lot about artifact cards or cards that care about artifacts. This is mainly due to the Brothers War set and its commander product that revolve around artifact interactions. A lot of art, Bokuda artifact interactions in the Brothers War. You might have noticed that Mycosynth Golem cares about artifacts, and the 4/5 creature itself wants as many artifacts as possible on the battlefield to make its own cost cheaper. Sure, it's like land, some artifact mana rocks, and it may be a mana producing mirror that this could hit the battlefield pretty quickly. This card is a good upgrade to the Urza's Iron Alliance deck, and it sees playing Commander about several times in Commander. Urza Liberator, Battlethopter, Urza Chief Artificer, to name a few. This Battlethopter, really good card, right? Oh ho 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 ho. Give me some 3 mana flash artifacts with flying, a vehicle, Thopter, great art. Giving all my other artifacts flash and then costing a little less with the Mycosynth Golem. Can I get an affinity rebate on artifacts on my opponent's turn at flash speed? Oh, I gotta have another. I gotta top up this coffee. And the Cityscape Leveler. Oh, let's keep this cup warm here this morning. It's chilly outside. John, if you're on your way with your day today, this morning, please, if you're on the road, drive with care. May you get to where you're going safely and securely. Cityscape Leveler. Look at this card. 8 mana, 8/8. A lot of big artifact creature crushers in this set. Holy, I'm just gonna have to take a look at that for a quick sec here. Like, Loading my truck, listening when then a credit card. Listening when you're then credit card here. I'm not sure what that means. This is the OG Meriden block is broken. Artifact lines, modular affinity. Uh, Shorts must exit. Provoked. New viewer. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the comment. Appreciate you. MMTLP Shorts must exit by December 12th. Now and this is okay. It's here. Ah, glad you're here, Michael. So happy to see you. Let's have a sip of coffee and say good morning, good morning. Richie Dubs, we got Twiddler, Coach. Holy smokes, the crew is here. Glad you could make it. It's Friday. It's Yabba Dabba Do time. Let's keep running down this. Okay, dual brains in the house. Oh, everybody's here. Okay, let's keep going. No need to stop. Don't stop, Brody. Keep rocking. All right. Cityscape Leveler lost to this card just the other night. Okay. Don't feel bad because it's really, really big. It's 8 mana. It's an 8/8. It's got trample when you cast it. And whenever it attacks, destroy up to one target non-land permanent. Boom, kaboom, kablooey, kapow. It just blows it up. Its controller creates a tap power stone, an unearthed 8. You got to exile this thing. Otherwise, it's coming back. How much? 28% up. $6.38. Sounds like we're just going to be for a $6 rare. This card may not be the top of this week's interest, but it felt good to one to discuss because there are other cards up higher like the Reaver Titan. Reaver Titan. The Revenus boy here. But I felt this compelled to discuss this card as too similar to a previous winner. So when we look at Cityscape Leveler, I feel that this card is another one to keep your eye on. The Reaver Titan. Let's see here. Void Shields. 7 mana. Reaver Titan is a 10/10. Some big robots in this set. Galing Blaster whenever this Titan attacks. Deals 5 to each opponent. 4 to crew it. Oh, it's a vehicle. Mexu Ion from the 40k series, but let's get back to the Cityscape Leveler. The 8 mana is expensive artifact. It's funny in standard, you're like you get them out. You play the 8 and 10 mana spells. You do. They're a whole lot of fun. In other formats, you're probably going to try and put it onto the battlefield or use rocks or some kind of ramp to get it out there. When it hits the battlefield, it needs to be dealt with right away. The card has found its way into Pioneer, Nykthos ramp sideboards, but also in Modern, we see it occasionally show up in a mono blue Tron decks because those decks don't really shy away from cards costing 8 mana. The card has also shown up on the stream from multiple content creators. Oh, yeah? One of the more prominent one being Saffron Olive playing against the odds in standard around Tatiova, Steward of the Tides. Okay, so a shout out to the Goldfish team. Why not? Here's the deck list. Neaters. Cool. Where is it? Let's find it. There it is, a leveler. One of those suckers in there. Cool deck list here. If you guys got time, go over there and check it out. What else we got? Cheap big ups. Record lows. Consider the price of the card of the past 7 years. Disclaimer, disclaimer. This is not what you think. It's the Hadi Jijin, and it doesn't stink too bad. It's 2 blue and 1 star 4 flying. Power equal to the number of instant sorcery cards in your graveyard. Pretty cool. Instants and sorceries you cast cost 1 less. I adore your outfit. It's so rustic. Like it. Blue card. It's very Dijini. Slowly moving down the Timeless Lotus. If anybody's watching, Ava Brock Caretaker. This 4/4 with Hexproof that says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 2+1/+1 counters on another target creature you control. Ooh, Daybound. Do we get to flip it over? We get to flip it over. Oh, Hollow Henge Huntmaster. Hollow Henge Huntmaster. Hey, hello, Hollow Henge Huntmaster. Hexproof 6/6. Other permanents to control have hexproof. Wow, werewolfy boy. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put 2+1/+1 counters on each creature you control. You do it. Do it. Do it now. That's right. Put those counters on. And it's Friday night, so I hope you got your deck sleeved up. And if if you do, bring a friend to Magic. And if you can't do that, just bring a friend to Brody's. We're happy to have them here, checking out the channel. Let's keep going. Anything else that we want to talk about? We got some good cheap pickups here at the bottom. The bottom end of the okay, Arjun. This fella's been printing for MTG stocks for some time. 10 years ago. Appreciate the content, Arjun. Keep it coming. All right. So we do want to take a look at the Hasbro stock. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Hit the refresh button while we go down the chat. Now's the time to buy. Okay. You think so? Very windy. Yes. Interesting. Interesting days. Yes, there. If you want a smooth place to watch the prices of these magic cards, just kind of moving down and to the right for the next little while, just taking a smooth kind of like from here, like where Brody's hand is. Just sort of, maybe do this for a while. I don't know. This is a place to do it. Let's take a look here at Hasbro stock. We want to see the Hasbro stock. How can I see the price of Hasbro stock? Hasbro stock. Doom, 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 doom. You guys like the countdown this morning? Good. Uh it says $3.26, but that's $63.26. I'm trying to fix it for you folks here, but just give me a second. We'll make it work. We'll get it done. We got stuff to do. On the 5-day, we're up a point. On a 100-day, let's move it over just a touch. Yep. Okay. Hasbro stock. Today, Friday, the last day, business day, trading day of the week. For all you news freaks and magic card geeks who love the game as much as I do, nerds and proud of it, the Hasbro stock's up 44 cents. Wonder where Jurgen is at here this morning. He's going to hear me. uh, For this week, it's actually up almost 2 points. Oh, for this week. So the stock is kind of still like holding strong, but over the longer term, I think we're gonna see like prices kind of this pattern here. Christmas time. Do you folks? You got to start your Christmas shopping. Like if you haven't done it, or Christmas gift making. That's also a very good fun way to get some Christmas cheer going around. Do like that. Yes, good morning, magic people. James Willis, thank you for joining us this morning. Very cool. Let's take a look at the movers and the shakers list here this morning. See what's trending down. Any special requests? Where are we going to start? On the all side, we go to the all side. All here, all clear, all one, all through. Come on, again, made $45 with a $5 bid up, $5 bid, looking $50 bid, $50 bid. Let's go. All through, all here, all ready to run this list. Let's do it. Legacy. We're gonna do the legacy list, all lists. Got one more sip of coffee here. Come on, Lotus. It's back up. Oh, it's back up. Oh, the Black Lotus. It's really back up. We see it again at the top of the pile here this morning. Movers and the shakers. See? Uh, so this daily change. It was on, wasn't it on the top of the pile yesterday? You might have to rewatch that video. What are we showing here? Up 35,527% for the Beta Lotus. I actually think that's too cheap, 42,000. I do. After what we were looking at yesterday, that seems low. But, Michael Superbacker picked himself up the dibs on the unlimited Lotus, the graded one that was on the block this week for 99,000. So like the Beta Lotus at 42 seems low. What are we gonna get for that in beta? Morning, Bob. Uh, I want to take a look at this Beta Lotus. Where are we getting a $5,000 Beta Lotus? 50,000, 55,000, 42,000. Oh, under 50,000. It's always played in vintage. See here. You can get a Beta Lotus right now for 47,000 from the vendors. They have it. Is that the going price on a Beta Lotus? I mean, I've never bought one, but like here's one here for 9. There's one for just under a million, a graded 7. Huh. And then like the cheapest one, yeah, like the cheapest one is this one here. This is the $42,850. These other ones, well, I'm gonna look at them. An $800 unlimited repack. No, don't get the repack. Okay, and then there's a couple. Well, maybe there's a couple, but like that's an odd trend to see that price, right? It's because it's because of this little dip down right here. See, we looked at it yesterday, right here. For some reason, we got like a price dip. Maybe one sold for $6,700. You think so? Think somebody sold a damaged copy, a beat up copy, a rhubarb copy, one that was chewed on? Perhaps. This algorithmic approach to tracking magic card prices, it picks up stuff like that, and then like these dips look pretty significant. So like we're getting a little bit of getting our dander up here on Friday. Let's don't want to get anybody too excited because like when we see that Lotus price increase of 500%, that's why. So it's probably because the cheap one sold drug the price down and now it's like back up. The Moxin, all we did see that Lotus up there yesterday. Library of Lang, a really cool card. And like last night, I did get over to MTG Paper Legacy and I saw some really cool legacy decks, and I made me think about this Library of Lang here that we were talking about yesterday. Let's hit the uh, let's hit the modern list here for a second. There's that Mycosynth Golem. It's been on the top of the list all week. Holy smokes, this sucker! Let's just keep going. How high can it go? Don't I wouldn't I would be trading this card in or selling it if you have a number of copies, but I wouldn't go rushing out to buy it. It seems really good though. Chalice of the Void. Is Chalice good again? It must be. It's hit the list here this morning. I like it. This card's a really neat card from originally printing in Mirrodin block. Do we want to look at the Chalice of the Void? Modern. Polluted Bonds, a Shadowmoor card. I think we left off here yesterday. Let's check this card out. Polluted bonds. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under opponent's control, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Probably not any other printings of this. And the Shadow Moor foil. I really like these Shadow Moor foils. Pretty cool card. Where are we playing this? With Shieldred? I guess so, hey? The Shieldred card, she's given away to a lot of interesting builds. Mogies, the Goda Slaughter. Gix, Yawgmoth, Praetor, Kambal. Yeah, the usual suspects, but Shieldred, the Apocalypse. Giving a little bit of love to some of these Shadowmoor cards. Oh, we get the alternate version here, the alternate version of the. So I'm gonna say it now. I kind of was typing it around, hoping to see a Yellowstone secret lair in 2023. I do. That will ensure that we get some cowboys with some cowboy hats in a set. Then Brody can build cowboy hats deck. Lord of Atlantis is this has got to be time shifted. All right. Grave Pact. Whenever creature you control is put in the graveyard from play, each other player sacrifices a creature. Souza Lost but Seeking up a little bit. This is a modern list here, hey? Doubling Cube. Let's hit that card. And the Gemstone Caverns. Kind of nice. I must be mistaken about Hasbro stock going up. They ruined. Didn't you hear they ruined the company with CE 30? Everyone's saying so. That's right. That's a flash in the pan onto Transformers. You guys are cute. I love this list. On the modern side, gonna be pretty heavy enticing me to be buying into modern right now, let alone anything else. I think we can probably find some good deals. On the let's check the legacy side. We saw the power up there again this morning. December 2nd, 2022. Where's the time gone? It's Friday. Almost yabba dabba do time. We are getting ready to duck out for the weekend. I hope you've got your deck sleeved up. I'm going to be here for a little bit past the hour here this morning. So that's great appreciation for you folks sharing your morning with me and a little bit of time to look at these card prices and discuss some magic cards. I We've got the dual lands, the usual suspects showing up on the movers and the shakers list on the legacy side. If you're a legacy player, a good place to catch some games is over at the Discord, Paper Legacy. Got to play a cool matchup last night. It was like a Torax deck. So, like, who's the guy? The Torak, the Dead Cantor? This guy? This guy. I run into this guy last night, right? In a back alley somewhere. No. Mage 55 gave me a pretty great game. Now, this is another card that like I think is pretty flavorful, right? How much is this card? It's $5 and I've seen it played in Legacy with the Brainstone. Here, if Fuel Brain, if you're watching, here's a card like this card, the Brainstone. How is it? Where's the Brainstone? Is it Brainstone? What's a Brainstone card? Brainstone. Let's check this card out. No, not that one. We want the one that goes through libraries and finds finds cards that you get to exile. But it works well with Thorax Gate and like the the void counter, the card that puts the void counters on things. When you it's like a ley line of the void on a creature. So whenever opponent discards a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Torak, the Dread Cantor. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target opponent discards 2 cards at random. So it's got this like pitch mechanic printed right on the card, which is pretty cool. The Stone Brain, that's the one. Thank you, Coach. Coach has got my bag. The Stone Brain. Yes. So like playing this card. Now this card reminds me of Jester's Cap, right? This card. Check it out. Yeah, thanks, Coach. Coach has got my back. So this card's really cool. It reminds me of Jester's Cap. Okay, 2 mana for this legendary artifact. Dose mana, 2 mana. It's an artifact legendary. That's it. Pay 2, tap it, exile the Stone Brain. Okay, I wanted to reread it this morning because I couldn't stop thinking about this card. This $2 card. It's okay. But look at the like it's like a brain helmet. I love it. It's a helmet card. I love this card. Okay, so check it out. 2 mana, tap, exile the Stone Brain. Choose a card name. Just name a card, right? So you gotta name something. You gotta know what you're up against. It's kind of like the pithing needle. You gotta know what you're gonna say, right? You gotta know what you're gonna name. And then you search target opponent's hand, graveyard, and library for up to 4 cards with that name. Exile them. Exile them. Goodbye. Then that player shuffles and draws a card for each card exiled from their hand. This way, activate as a sorcery. Okay, that's pretty okay. It's not too bad, considering it's 2 mana. And if you can copy this, you can basically get all the information out of the hand. Name the cards and do it again. Can you copy it? Yeah, there's a plenty of ways to copy it. It's a great card. Ed's like in the brain tech. This so yeah, seen it yesterday. Ah, really cool. And then Leyline of the Void, and then the Voidwalker card. Who's the Drathy? Is that it? Dothy. Where are we here? Dothy. Dothy Voidwalker. This guy, eh? Shadow. Rogueness. Dothy Voidwalker, 2 black, 3/2. If a card would be put in an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it with a void counter on it. Sacrifice Dothy Voidwalker. Choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it. You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost. Pretty cool card. So then, like Leyline of the Void, this card, the Brain card, Leyline of the Void, just mono black, Void. Yeah, some serious stuff. So that's what I run into over on the table there. But it made me think of this card, which is pretty cool. It's not too pretty bad. I like it. I like it a lot. It's $2. It's buckets of fun. And if you like to shuffle the fun into your Magic the Gathering deck, this is a card. It's a lot of fun. You get to see what's in your opponent's deck. All right. So let's keep on running down the list. Another black card that just kind of like got me excited to take a look at. A lot of fun for under a couple of dollars. Uh, let's take a look here. We got the usual suspects: Savannah, Selesnya dual land counts as both a plains and a forest. Taiga, Taiga, Sorceress Queen in the top three. Like it. Oh, yeah. Seems you can name basic lands. Yeah, with the brain card, yes, you can name basic lands, Bob. It's really yes, you can. You can name whatever you wish. Yep, you bet you can. It's pretty cool. Let's go check another brain card here. I'm sure Ed over at Dual Brain is gonna have video up here today. What time's the video coming out, Brain? What time are we heading over there? Here's another brain card. It's a Brainy Friday. Have a cup of coffee and look at the prices of magic cards with your friend Brody. Appreciate you folks for coming by. We're gonna be here for another little bit past the hour. Try and catch all the viewers, the fans of Magic the Gathering, who love the game as much as we do. Let's look at this unlimited brain geyser. Brain cards, all the brain time coming to you. Folks, okay, this was like a win condition in the deck, right? You'd like make try and get the game to go long, and then brain guys are your opponent out, right? You know, big brain guys are make them draw them out. Okay, so reserve list card, um, like it, like it. The different versions of it. This is the unlimited, so $200. There is a revised version. You want the cheaper one? Always, oh, revised. 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 $24. I like it. Okay, standard not legal. What are we legal in? Legacy, vintage, commander. And like you want to know something like I've been playing old school like for a few years ever since I met a buddy who was like, "Check it out, we can play all our old revised cards." And I'm like, "Wow, I have so many that are like pennies, right?" And I'm like, he's like hyping it, and I'm like the only one excited about it because like there's no home for those cards otherwise, right? And nobody like there's Popper, Penny Dreadful, Commander, Dual this, that. No old school mention. No old school. Oh well. But it's buckets of fun, and some of those cards are pretty easy to get your hands on. Where are we playing this? Kenrith, Commander. Can I see like I love this site. I do. I really appreciate this site. It gives us so much information on these cards, right? Like this Kenrith deck. All these decks are running it. So like in this day and age, you're probably not brainstorming your opponent out of the game. You're gonna like draw yourself into something with no max hand size. Let's see what we got here. Ah, the Kenrith deck. Maybe not. The Elemental Fox. Target creature can't block. Each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. Yeah, it has to have all your stuff has to be good. Oh, well, that's such a downside. All your stuff must have an activated ability. If it doesn't, you can't play it. Okay. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the number of mana to less than 1. So you got to pay 1 to do stuff. Anything that gives us max hand size? It's got to be. We got ourselves Reliquary Tower, maybe? No. Okay. History on this card. Yeah, it's like kind of like just a slow and steady card, right? The brain card, the brain geyser, awesome art. Mark Teeden, mind you. For those who collect magic cards just strictly on art, and I know there's people out there that do it. I mean, it's a good enough reason to collect this card. It really is. Look at the art on it. It's awesome. Ah, exploding brains everywhere. Vendor shop sold out. One for $60. Pretty popular card. Graded copies, PSA 9. Ooh, $750. You want a slabbed? You want yourself a slab niner. Wow, that's really nice. Okay, well, the Brain Geyser coming in on the list today. You know, let's take a look at the. Here's I just. Hey, look, a squirrel. Let's take a. I want to take a look at didgeridoo for a second here. Right, let's come over here for a second. It is Friday. Friday the second. Friday the 2nd of December. Do. getting our Christmas shoes on. Can I type over here yet? Okay. So I need a line of play for this because a buddy of mine was telling me yesterday, Dusty Cully. He's like, he texts me and he's like, check out Urza's Saga. All I can say is this card with Urza's Saga. And I'm like looking at it, and I haven't looked at this card in a long time. You know, this didgeridoo, this $16 didgeridoo. Hmm. Let's check it out. It's trending down. I like this card long term. I mean, $10. Changelings. No decks found. Okay, fine. Fine if you say so. Nobody's playing the didgeridoo, hey? Simply speaking, because we were looking at the Urza saga and the stuff that you could go get with it. And the didgeridoo is actually a card that you can fetch up with the Urza saga. Oh man, there's so many Urza cards. And you know what cards I did like was the power plant worker, the mine worker, and the assembly worker. I did like that. Urza saga. So many Urza cards. Thought it would be easy to do that. Yeah. How's that card doing? $29 for the Urza saga. Whew. Boosh. The list. Brody's got to get himself a copy of this Urza saga. Maybe I'll have to pick one up. All right, let's keep on rolling down the list here this morning. Nether Void, the Horseman. The Horseman card. How much is this swing? This thing. It's seeing a bump up in price. All right. Weekly change. We should probably look at this, hey? This looks like a whole bunch of good data. The weekly change. I mean, it is the end of the week, right? Right? What's the winningest card here this week? Looks like Shivan Dragon. On the legacy side, what's the all-time winningest card this week? Oh, power. All the power this week. So like a recap, like we had the debut of Magic 30 on Monday. Like it's been a week, right? It's been a week. It's been a bit of a train. A lot of high-end power cards hitting the eBay listings, including some unlimited power, pushing up a bunch of the sales listings, propping them up. Somebody lists one, somebody lists a higher one. I want, mine's better. Mine's more grady. Mine's a 9.75, not a 9.5. BGS 9.75s hitting the auction block over at eBay. So like the Lotus, Beta Lotus up a bunch. I still think that's kind of low. Ancestral Recall Alpha, that's a 16,000. That seems low too, but hey, all right. Time Twister, Time Walk, Unlimited Lotus back down, Plateau copy artifact from Alpha. Kind of an interesting movement. Kind of an interesting run of movement for these cards this week. And then for the end of the week here, Shivan Dragon in the Legacy side. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't think anyone's playing Shivan Dragon in Legacy, right? Got those cards out in the limited. What's that? Let me check this. Gotta check the comments. Got those 3 cards out in a limited event and they caused issues. Ah, yes. Yes. So let's take a look at these cards. How hard are these to get? Like, how hard are they? Like, in the Brothers War draft that we did, and like, I'm sorry the gameplay kind of stunk, and I'm an amateur videographer, and like, there's some issues with the filming, and the microphone wasn't very good, but like, that's the first one. I promise we'll do better. But like how hard is this card to pick up? Because we got I got 2 or 3 of the assembly workers, and then okay, so let's check this out. This is the one we didn't get. Power plant worker. Okay, it's common as well. So just as luck would have it, we didn't get the one that we needed to work with the other 6 that we got. So 5 mana for the 4/4 power plant worker. 3 mana. Power plant worker gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control creatures named mine worker, tower worker, put 2++1/+1 counters on power plant worker instead. Oh, activate only once each turn. Okay, so it can pay 3 to give itself +2/+2 until end of turn, making it a 6/6. Creatures named Mine Worker and Tower Worker put 2+1/+1 counters on Power Plant Worker instead. So just the Power Plant Worker. Oh, it just gets 2 counters. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, so we got to go. Let's go get the Mine Worker out. So if you got this is the big one, right? The the power plant. So let's go check out the Tower Worker. Is like this is the one we didn't get, and I'm like, okay, what are they doing here? Like Murray Cooper's in the house. Hey, Murray, are you coming to my birthday on Saturday? Oh man, we are drafting my mic stand. We're on this microphone stand. My microphone stand is this box of draft boosters. We're gonna be drafting it on Saturday. I hope you can make it. I do got a lot of stuff to do between then and now. Holy smokes, I got to get ready for draft. Ah. Okay, I want to look at the tower worker. Thanks for joining Murray Cooper. Let's go. Tower worker. See, we got this one. 3 mana, also common. Reach. Tap out a mana, 1 colorless. If you control creatures named Mine Worker and Power Plant Worker, add 3 instead. Even Urza's most mundane creations shared his obsession with perfection. And like he's washing windows? Is that what we're doing here? Urza's window washer. Maybe. Look at this guy. Mechanical workers toiled away tirelessly, fueling the impossible. Hmm. Mine worker. So this one, I think we got like 2 of the tower worker, 1 of the tower workers or 2 of the tower workers, and then we got like 3 of the mine workers. This is the little one, also common, 2 mana, 20 cents. Tap, gain a life. If you control creature named plant worker and tower worker, you gain 3 instead. Following his hunger for knowledge and power from the past, Urza starved Dominaria's future. Are they good and limited? Hard to say. You're out of here for 2 weeks. Hey, buddy. Playing the didgeridoo, hey? Okay, let's keep running. So I wanted to just check those out, just out of my own curiosity here, because I liked the idea, but I just couldn't pull it off. It was so hard to do. So that's too bad. It's Friday. It is December 2nd. It's getting on to Yabba Dabba Doo time. Everybody's just getting stoked to blast out for the weekend. Legacy side. What is the Elephant Graveyard? Okay, Nicholas Bolas, Pyramids, Sorcerer's Queen, Brain Geyser, and all this stuff on the Legacy side. Vintage. What do we got? What's moved this week? Let's scroll down. Have a look here. Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb is one of the winningest cards in Vintage. It's a pretty darn good card in Vintage. It really is. I wish I had one. You know, to watch people sit there and flip their Magic cards, it's pretty neat. It's a powerful card. It's got this awesome art, which we'll never get tired of. If you ever get a chance to see Mark Teaton and you don't know what you want him to draw, this is always a really good choice. I like it. Chaos Orb, Dark Pack, anti card. Some crazy stuff on the weekly list. These are, kind of niche cards. Let's do the modern list here one more time for you folks. We're going to see the Mycosynth Golem at the top. This Arkham Dagson. I like this card. This is a really neat one. Let's take a look at him. I like him. He won. He's up all. What are we saying? He's up 33 points this week. Kind of a sleeper here. We only saw him the one day, but he made such a move that it was worth mentioning. 1 blue and 3 for the 2/2 legendary creature. This artificer can tap and take an artifact creature's controller, sack it, and that player search the library for a creature's artifact, non-creature artifact card. Put it into play, then shuffle. Artifice surrendered the world. It shall not again wreak such sorrow. Wow. Well, this world is such an amazing place. There's bound to be some wondrous artifacts around. The Arkham, Arkham. I keep wanting to call him Akram, but Arkham Dagson. Now, like the cool thing about like the Arkham Dagson is there was like lore in Ice Age that we got first, like the Arkham's Weather Vane, right? And it wasn't that, or Arkham's Astrolabe, right? So a player who was playing for a long time would have got to see some of like these things, right? Like the stuff that was in the game of Magic, like from Ice Age. This is sort of the stuff we got. We got the Astrolabe and the Weather Vane. Target snowland becomes a snowland of the same type. Mark it with a target snow covered land becomes a non snow covered land. Yeah, and then this thing can like make a snowland a not snowland and a not snowland a snowland. But like I guess the point is that we got to see a little bit of Arkham stuff before we got to see Arkham. So it's nice to see Arkham taking a little bit of a run up the list. Like he's like, it's like here, this card I think got banned too in Legacy, right? Wasn't this card banned? It's like a snow, can be paid with 1 mana from a snow permanent. Enters the battlefield, draw, sack it, tap it for fixing. I don't know. It just recycles itself. That's really all it does. It's an artifact. I think it is banned in Legacy. Yes, it's banned in Modern. This is a format warping card. Absolutely. So Arkham's tools and Arkham supplies and everything else. Don't forget, all his stuff is like it's has been good. It really is. Don't forget Ashnod's coupon. Oh well, we should check that out too. Let's do it. Ashnod's coupon. I want to check that out. Let's do it. Let's just head back to the Arkham for a second. So, like this card, Arkham's Weathervane, Arkham's Astrolabe, Archon, the legendary creature human artificer, making some real moves from Cold Snap, the 2/2. He's legal in just about anything. Where is everybody playing? Look at him go. Wow. Yeah, like he had some love in January of 2019. No, June 2019. But like he's just boom. Nobody cares about Arkham. And now he's good again, right? He's just like he's like the tutor. He's like the elvish reclaimer of artifacts. It's really good. He's played with Mishra the Eminent One, Ashnod the Uncaring. Let's check out the coupon and give props to Archon. for being such an amazing fellow. Moving all the way up to number 2 this week, Ashnod's Coupon 0. What set is this, Benson? Hello, tap it, sacrifice Ash. What? Arena promo? Tap, sacrifice Ashnod's Coupon. Target player gets you target drink. You pay any cost for the drink. All right. Well, have yourself an Ashnod's Coupon this weekend, right? There you go. It's Friday night. Get out. Errata. You pay any cost for the drink. It's been errata, right? Yep. Grab your Ashnod's coupons if you're heading out. And yeah, there's a card called coupon. We're seeing it here. uh this card gets you a drink. Yeah. Uh Courtesy of Benson. Yes, Benson's bringing us this card tonight. An Ashdod's coupon. 0 mana. It's like it's really good. Love it. Arena promo. uh, it was in the very first unset. How much is it? It's 14 bucks. Yeah, is that what I see there? Dust my eyes deceive me. $14. Let's bring it up. Why am I not showing the price of the card, Brody? Let's fix that. Woof. 14 bucks, right? Birch. 14 bucks, eh? For the coupon. Seems like a pretty good card. I'll take it. Having a little trouble with my screen now this morning, but yeah, it's 14 bucks. It's kind of funny. $14.06 for the Ashnod's coupon. eBay auction, you could get a let's see here, arena foil. Here, you can get 2. Oh, what did I do? Oh, here you get the foil one for $19. MTG 1 F&M arena promo artifact rare. Yeah, like yep, pretty decent copy there. Artifact rare, light play, Ashnod's coupon with tracking. 2 available. See photos. Hmm. You can get them for as low as 12 bucks. Do they have them at the vendors? They don't even show it for just on eBay. Can't get it anywhere else. That's such a cool card. Funny, funny. Good times, good times. Who else we got? Arkham. I keep calling him Akram, and that's only just because that's like I've been calling it that since I was a kid. Can't say it right. Darksteel Forge, the forge that makes all your artifacts indestructible. 9 mana. Very cool. The Darksteel Forge. We like it. Chaos Confetti. Got him open more of that unstable soon. From the very first unset. Appreciate the chat this morning, folks. It really makes the show fun. Appreciate that. Wait, so if we're playing a game of Magic, I can steal your beer with this card? uh, I guess so. I guess you could. You could probably steal the beer. Reiki, the history of Kamigawa. Another card that seen some love in the modern side to this week. Whenever you play a legendary spell, draw a card. Yes, where is this being played? $14 for Reiki. Oh, yes. Joda the Unifier. Very nice. Very nice. Great in PvE. Yes, the PvE format. Very cool. Karth the Lion. Really? Karth is playing it. Hmm. Very cool. Karth the Lion. He's got a lot of text on him. Holy smokes. Lord of Atlantis, Mindbreak Trap. Ah, yes, the trap card that we saw. The oh so effective trap card. Polluted Bonds, Chalice of the Void, and the First Sliver. Very cool. Like it. So, for those of you folks just tuning in, a quick recap here before we duck out for the weekend. It's Friday. It's Yabba Dabba Do time. Hasbro stock is trending down 38 points. If you want a smooth, graceful descent here, we're just watching to see what happens. If you want a comfortable place to look back, if you don't like watching charts and looking at card prices, does this look like it's too much to keep track of? You know, going through all these cards every day. Let me do it for you. We're doing it here over at the channel. Little recap. We had a really great article over here from the folks at the Stockhouse with the featuring the Cityscape Leveler, which is a house of a card, as well as the Mycosynth Golem, the most attractive card all week, just making waves, and the Brothers End card right at the top of the pile. Kind of wishing you folks really, really awesome weekend. Hoping you guys are got some plans. Thanks a bunch for watching, everybody. Uh, this has been your host, Brody, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Before we go here, uh, I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands.